lovely friends. Welcome or welcome back to Mystic Messages with Ellie. If you're new here, then please make yourself at home. Go and grab a drink and get yourself all nice and cozy. And if you've been here before, then thank you so much for coming back and spending a bit more time with me. I love doing readings for you all, and I want to continue doing readings for you all as well. So if you haven't already, then please hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel, and it will also help me pick up on all your extra energy for future readings as well. So we're going to dive right into this reading, and we are going to find out how your crush is viewing you. So if you've got a really mega crush on somebody and you have no idea how they feel, we're going to do a little bit of a reading today, and we're going to explore that a little bit. So you can see below we have 3 piles. We have a star pile, a moon pile, and a crystal pile. All I need you to do is just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath, and you're going to visualize in your mind your symbol. Just visualize it for a few minutes, and really you need to focus on it. So do that now, pause the video, visualize your symbol, and come back to me. Okay, so now you've done that. If you need a bit more time, then please pause and carry on. But now we've done that, you should have your pile in mind. So we are going to do this reading now. I'm going to leave timestamps in the description below so you can jump ahead to your pile, and I will see you there. So this reading's for group 1, which is a star pile. So I'm going to shuffle for a little bit, and we are going to ask the spirits to help guide us. Sometimes I shuffle a little bit differently, just go with it. I have small hands, and some shuffles are hard for me to do otherwise, but I really like them. They're my favourites. So for now, we're just going to shuffle like this. So Spirit, please help me tune into pile 1's collective energy, and please help me see how their crush is feeling about them right now. Thank you, Spirit, for letting me channel these messages today. And I'm very sorry if you can hear noises. There's somebody drilling upstairs. Perfect timing, eh? So thank you, Spirit, for letting me channel these messages today. Please help me tuning to group 1's pile, and let's see what their crush is feeling right now. Okay. And I'm going to visualize which pile to pick up first in my mind. So Spirit, please guide me which pile to pick up first. Spirit 1, 2, or 3, please. Okay, we have 2. Spirit, please guide me 1 or 3, please. 1. So I'm going to pick up pile 2, place it number 1, and then number 3. Okay, so let's read some of these cards, shall we? So let's see how your crush is feeling right now. Okay, the 2 of Swords, the Empress, and the Sun. Well, that's a very good start. Okay, so this says to me that he is undecided. He has a lot of decisions in his mind, and he's deciding which one to go with. He's deciding whether to choose his head or his heart. Now, I'm getting that he does have some kind of feelings towards you. Perhaps there's a lot of flirting going on here. It's a very happy, positive situation. I'm sensing that you two have a lot of fun together. You two talk a lot, you could text a lot, have a lot of fun in messages. If you work together, there could be a lot of banter, a lot of friendly flirtation. But he is undecided on what to do. He's deciding that he likes spending time with you. He's having a lot of fun. But he's also probably thinking, if you're not giving him anything back, he's possibly wondering if you actually like him, because he's probably thinking it's just banter and there's no point in pursuing it. So I feel you need to make it clear if you actually like him as well, because I feel like he does like you. He's undecided what to do with you at the moment, okay? So he's having fun with you. You're having a lot of fun. A lot of laughs, a lot of positive energies going on here. And the Empress is a card of creation. So this is telling me that he does want to create something with you, but he's just undecided whether you want to do that as well. So I feel that you need to make it a little bit clearer that you like him, because he's not sure what he's doing, all right? So we're going to do a little bit of a clarifier. So from here, from these three, I've got that he does like you. He's just undecided. He's got decisions to make, whether to go with you or not to go with you. He's having a lot of fun with you, having a lot of flirty banter. And you're possibly talking about future things as well. You know, you want to do this, he wants to do this. And he's probably thinking you could do that together. But he's wondering if you are actually reciprocating. Okay, so yeah, let's do a little bit of clarifier here. So, Spirit, please can we clarify the Two of Swords? How is he feeling? How is he trying to make a decision? Why is he undecided? Oh, okay. So this to me says he is feeling that possibly he does really like you, but he's wondering whether to walk away because he's not sure if you like him too. So he's probably seeing you having fun with your friends, doing your own thing. And he's wondering, should I just leave or should I just walk away? Because I feel like this isn't going to go anywhere. So this is showing us that, yeah, he's literally wanting to walk away from it because he's not sure how you're feeling because you're not giving him any insight. You're having flirty banter with him and you're having all the jokes and all the laughs, but then you're going home each day and you're not giving him anything back. So I think he really does want to have some kind of relationship. He's unsure how you're feeling and he's wondering whether to walk away or not. And he's feeling a bit wounded, perhaps. He's feeling a bit unhappy because he's probably a little bit insecure. And I find that he's got a little bit of a lack of confidence here. He's thinking when you're having this flirt with him, he's thinking, yeah, this is good. She likes me. But he's also thinking she's just doing it just because she can, basically. And I think he's a very insecure person from what I'm getting here. And he does have decisions. He's probably thinking, shall I tell her or shall I not? If I tell her how I really feel, it might affect how we're connecting and how we're getting on and in this flirty banter. Or he's probably thinking, shall I tell her and see if she actually does like me? So there are decisions, but he is thinking about possibly walking away and not pursuing it because he's unsure of how you're feeling about it. But there is a lot of positive energy here. You're having a lot of fun and he's really enjoying it and he does like that, but you're kind of not giving him anything else. You're just having the flirt and then you're going home each day. But he really does want to know if you feel the same way, if that makes sense. And I've just realised I haven't lit one of my candles and it's really, really aggravating me. So I'm going to light it now because it smells lovely as well. So yeah, he is undecided about how you feel about him. So you need to make it a little bit clearer, okay? Because you're having all this flirty banter, but then you're not giving him anything. Perhaps he wants to invite you for a drink, but he's just a little bit nervous to do it, okay? So this is indicating that he feels a little bit wounded by it and he feels a bit insecure. And this is just my interpretation. But I'm feeling that he is thinking sometimes about walking away because he's not sure you like him the way he likes you. Okay, so can we please clarify the Empress card, Spirit? Can we have a little bit more of a clarifier here? Could there possibly be a future, Spirit? Oh, okay, we've got another one. Yes. There could be a lot of partying going on. There could be a lot of things happening. And this is like an opportunity for you two to have some fun. So if you guys work together, this is just what I'm thinking right now. If you guys work together, there could be like a group party happening, like a work meeting or a work party. And I feel this would be an opportunity for you two to really get to know each other. Or you could be going out with friends one evening and you could stumble upon him. And it would be just a chance for you to really get to know each other outside of work. And to possibly explore all this positive energy and all this flirty banter as well, and all this chemistry that you guys have. So yeah, this is indicating that there could be a time is coming up where there could be an opportunity for you guys to hang out and have a bit more of a conversation. Less more about the flirting and more of a conversation about your feelings, because we've all had that experience where we just want to flirt, but we don't actually sit down and talk about it. We don't actually sit down and say, God, we are flirting a lot. There must be a reason for it. There's got to be a reason for this chemistry. Okay, we obviously like each other, so let's pursue it. So you need to have that conversation, and I feel that conversation is going to come up. I feel like it's going to happen in some kind of work party, or you're just going to head out with some friends one night if you're not working together, and you're going to see each other, and that'd be a perfect opportunity for to perhaps have a drink, have something to eat, and just have a discussion. Because yeah, I feel that this is coming up very soon. Okay. So, Spirit, can we now clarify the Sun card? We know this is very positive energy, but will these two manage to have some form of relationship together, Spirit? Thank you for your guidance today, Spirit. Please, can you give us a little more insight into the Sun card? Three pops out at once. When that usually happens, sometimes I will take the first one unless there's loads, and I'll put these ones back. Okay, so let's go with that. So the Knight of Cups. He really does want to start something with you. Okay, this is indicating that you do have this positive energy. You're going to head out one evening, you're going to end up talking to each other, and he's going to be kind of like your knight in shining armor, if you will. And cups represent emotion. So he's got a lot of emotion for you. He's got a lot of feelings. I'm sensing that here. But he really needs to know how you're feeling as well. So instead of asking the question of, does my crush like me? Think of how you're treating your crush at the same time. Okay, so if you do think that he likes you, and he really does here from what the cards are showing me, he does like you, but he's very insecure. He's very unconfident, and he's thinking about walking away because you're not giving him anything back, okay? But there is going to be some sort of reunion, or not reunion, some kind of celebration, some kind of party, or you're just going to go out with your friends one night and you're going to see him out and about. And he's going to be like your knight in shining armor. You two are going to get on very, very well. You're going to have a big discussion, and like you always do, you have a lot of positive energy, a lot of happy energy. You feel really, really good when you're around him, and you feel vitalized. It just makes you feel lovely and all warm inside, and you just feel really happy. And this is indicating to me that he does want to be that person for you. He does want to be your knight in shining armor, okay? So I'm going to pull out another couple of cards here, and I'm going to ask. We're just going to see what pulls out, okay? So, Spirit, do you have another message for this person regarding these cards and their relationship? The Chariot, moving forward, advancement. He wants to advance with you. He wants to pursue this relationship really, really bad. He's got a lot of intense feelings, but as I said, if you don't kind of meet him halfway, I think he's going to be a little bit wounded, and he's going to be very upset, and he's just going to want to leave because he's going to think, oh, she doesn't like me and I don't want to keep making a fool of myself, you know? He really does want to pursue this, though. This is the card of advancement, a sign of moving on, charging on. He wants to charge on, and he wants to charge on with you, and he wants to be united in shining armor. There we go. So he does. He really wants this relationship, and I know you want this relationship, or you wouldn't be watching this video. So let's do another one, please, Spirit. Let's put out another card. What else do we need to know about this relationship? The Nine of Cups. This is a wish card. This is indicating wishes coming true. Okay, and you can see him sitting there. He's very pleased with himself, and he's like, I've got everything I wanted. He really does want to pursue this relationship. There's no question about it. There's no doubt in my mind. And he really does want to advance with you, and he wants to be your knight in shining armor, okay? But you need to tell him soon, because I feel he is going to walk away. And I'm going to clarify this a little bit. We're going to see what we can get out of this. So, Spirit, please can you clarify the Five of Pentacles? Is he thinking about walking away soon? Spirit, please clarify the Five of Pentacles for me, please. Okay, we have two. Okay. Because I can see both, I'm going to read both, all right? Now, this indicates that he has so many thoughts in his mind. Okay, to me, this is about his head is in the clouds. He's not sure what to do. As we can see by the Two of Swords, he's got a decision to make, all right? But he's willing to walk away because he's not feeling like you're giving him anything back. Having all this flirty banter and this lovely lovely connection you've got going on. But I think he's thinking that you're not giving him anything that's saying to him that you want to pursue anything. So he's probably thinking, God, I've got a little crush here and she doesn't like me and I'm not going to carry on. He's got so many thoughts going on in his mind. And this is just another indicator that his head is in the clouds. He's wondering what on earth to do. You really have to meet him halfway here. And the other card we pulled out was the Page of Pentacles. Now this is telling me that he knows what he wants. He wants you. He literally wants you. He can't stop thinking about you. He's possibly younger than you. I'm not sure about that, but I'm getting he could be a little tiny bit younger than you, or he's just a little bit naive. He's got a naive spirit. He's quite an innocent person, okay? So that was our cards, and I really do feel like they clarified things here. He really is wanted to pursue something with you, but you're just going to have to hurry up because he's wondering if you feel the same, and if you don't feel the same, I think he's going to stop because he doesn't want to keep making a fool of himself. So his head is literally in the clouds here. He has a lot of decisions to make, but I do feel there is something coming up where you're going to have, it's going to push you together. The universe is working with you, don't forget. So I think the universe is going to do something here that's going to push you together. It could be a work party. It could just be a social gathering that you've got going on, and you're going to see him, and this is going to really just erupt, basically. And I feel, sorry about that, I'm not my camera. And I feel that it's going to be a very lovely, connected relationship, full of positivity, full of happiness. No, there's nothing negative here. Possibly the only negative is the Five of Pentacles, because I think he is feeling a little bit wounded in his head, thinking she's not liking me, and I'm probably flirting away with her, and she's probably laughing at me. This is probably what he's feeling, okay? So now we've done the cards, we're going to do a little bit more clarification. Now, I made these are, as you can see, it's the same background. These are my oracle cards, and I can't really shuffle them because they are very, very flimsy. So what I do is I just do a little bit of muck them all up here, and then I put them into 3 piles, and I ask the spirit to take me to the pile which resonates the most. I'm just going to tidy this up a bit, so I might fast forward you for a second. Okay. That will do. So I'm going to split them into piles, and I will ask Spirit to help me pick up which pile to read to you. So Spirit, please can you guide me 1, 2 or 3 for a little bit more clarification about how this person is really feeling and what they're thinking about right now. 1, 2 or 3, please, Spirit. Okay, so I'm getting number 2, all right? So we're going to read 2. So let's see how he's feeling. Thank you for being a friend. That's quite sweet, isn't it? So you are being a friend to him. You're helping him. You're helping him with you're just helping him feel happy about himself and you are there for him. I can sense it. You are. If he's coming to work, or if you're seeing him and you're like, are you okay? And he's like, no, not really. I'm having a bit of a bad day. I feel like you do cheer him up a lot. And he does class you as a really good friend here. So he's very, very appreciative of you. This is another indicator that he really likes you and he wants to pursue it, because there's got to be something more to this. Tell me how you feel. There we go. Doesn't that just tell you everything we've just said? He really wants to know how you're feeling. He just wants to, otherwise he's just feeling very wounded that you're not liking him at the moment. So tell him how you feel. Okay? Communicate openly and listen deeply. Yes. He wants you to communicate more openly with him instead of having just all this flirty interaction, all this, it's all like sexual chemistry, isn't it, when you're flirting, basically. And he just thinks, communicate more openly with me. Tell me exactly how you're feeling. And listen to him, listen to how he's feeling too, because he's got a lot of feelings for you. This is just all clarifying it. There is a lot of emotions and feelings involved here, and he really does want to pursue this. Okay, should we do a couple more? I feel the same. Okay, so he's probably thinking that, yes, you are having this flirty banter, and he is wondering if you actually do feel the way he feels. But occasionally, because you are flirting with him, he's probably thinking, I feel like she likes me and I want her to know that I feel the same. But there's just a kind of lack of communication, really, in a way. I mean, you are communicating, but it's more flirting, okay? And you need to listen a bit more deeply. And he's telling you he does feel the same way as you possibly do, but you're not giving him anything. And he's struggling with that. And he's thinking, does she really like me or does she not like me? Okay, so he's telling you he does feel the way you do if you feel how he does. If that makes sense. Okay, you're better off without me. He's probably, as I said, he's probably a very insecure person here, and he's thinking, you could probably do more without me. You're not communicating with me. You're not telling me how you feel at all. So there is a lot of emotions here. He really does like you, but he's unsure of how to go about it with you because you are flirting, you're communicating, but that's it. You're not telling him anything else. And he's probably thinking, yeah, you are better off without me. Perhaps you can find someone that you're more open with and you talk deeply to without just flirting. Okay, so yes, he likes you, he really does like you, but he is insecure. I can see that here, and he is willing to walk away for the good of you, basically, because he might think you could find someone better than him. This is just his insecurity coming out. He's very, very insecure, and he thinks, why does she like me? What have I got going for me? So this is why you need to communicate with him more, because you can help him and you can make him see how amazing he actually is. So there we go. We know exactly how he's feeling, all right? And we know that, yes, he's saying you're better off without me, but I feel like this is just his insecurity coming out here. He's thinking she can't like me because I'm not a likable person, even though he is. He's very, very positive, as we can see here. But there's just that insecurity. We all know what it's like when you're insecure, don't we? So from this whole thing, these oracle messages and these cards, this is a very good sign that he really does want to pursue it with you. And I feel like it's going to happen very, very soon. You're both very, very positive people. There's no negativity here, really, apart from his insecurity, but it's not really negative. Everyone's a little insecure, aren't they? But there is something that's going to come up, and it's going to be something that's going to push you two together. As I said, the union, the universe is working with you, not against you, okay? And yeah, you're very, very positive, and you both make each other feel so happy and feel warm inside, and you have that nice fuzzy feeling, don't you? So yeah, pursue it, communicate more, tell him how you feel, but there is going to be some kind of thing that's going to happen that's going to really push you both together, okay? So there we go. That was pile one. So that should tell you that communicate a little bit more with him, all right? And something amazing could happen. There was nothing negative there aside from the insecurity coming out, but we're also insecure. Okay, so there you go. I hope you enjoyed and I hope that resonated with you, and we'll move on to pile two. Okay, before we start pile two, I'm just gonna have a little drink. Oh, talking too much makes my mouth dry. I was going to say sore then. So now we're on to pile two, and this is the moon pile. Okay, so we're going to shuffle a little bit, and we are going to help let the spirits guide us. So thank you so much, for Spirit, for letting me channel these messages. Please can you help me tune in to pile two, and let's find out how their crush is feeling about them, please, Spirit. How is this person really feeling? Now we will shuffle the next pile. So it's exactly the same. I just have to split them up a bit. That's the trouble, they're in small hands. Okay, Spirit, so how is this person really feeling? Can you please guide us, please, Spirit, and help us tune in to group number two. How is this person really feeling? So, Spirit, thank you so much for helping guide me today and help me channel these messages for the collective. So, Spirit, help me tune in to Group two's collective energy and help me see what their crush is really feeling. Okay. If you've seen my other videos, you know that this is the way I cut the deck. And when we do clarifiers, I let them pop out, okay? So Spirit, please help guide me which deck to choose first. How are they really feeling? Pile 1, 2, or 3, please, Spirit. 3, okay. Spirit, please, how are they really feeling? 1 or 2, please. 1. So now I'll put those in order. Okay, so now we're going to read your cards. The 10 of Wands. Okay. 7 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles. Okay. I see this person as being very emotional, and he's kind of like an angry person. And I also feel he's stringing 2 of you along. I feel there's 3 people involved here. And I feel he has a lot going on in his mind. But what it is he's creating these things in his mind. They're not really there, if you see what I mean. He's thinking that things are worse than what they are. And he's just a very angry kind of person. And he really struggles with his emotions, and he struggles to get his emotions out in a healthy way. So he just shouts, not shouts and screams, but, he expresses himself in a very angry, narcissistic way. But the thing is I feel he's very troubled. He's a very troubled person, but I don't feel he's got anybody in his corner that can really help him in a way. So maybe this relationship that you really want with him, you could possibly be the person to help him, but I'm not sure he will be ready for that, because I feel like he's loving all this attention he's getting. He's really loving it. I mean, this is generally a card of generosity, isn't it? But in this type of reading, I'm seeing this as he's loving having you two fight for his affection. He's given one person a lot of affection and not the other one. So this could be you right here, and he's given this other person a lot of love and affection and time, okay? And a lot of flirtiness and a lot of mixed emotions. So I just feel that he's not really ready to grow up a bit yet. And I feel like he's very young at heart, but he's just troubled as well. And just from these cards, I wouldn't say that this could be a healthy relationship. I'd say that this could be the beginning of an unhealthy relationship, because yeah, these are not cards that are generally considered a good one, especially this one. You might know a little bit of tarot, but this is considered like trickery and thievery, and I know it's not theft in this case, but well, it is really in a way. It's like thieving your feelings, isn't it? This other person's thieving your feelings. So we can do a little bit of a clarifier, because I can't really say from just these 3 cards, but from what I get from these 3, this might not turn out into be a good relationship at all. He's got a lot of deep emotional issues going on. I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Perhaps you're the one to help him through it. But I feel like he doesn't want to be helped half the time. He doesn't want help. He's a bit of a lone wolf. He's like, no, this is me and I'm not going to change. And I've had relationships like that in the past, and they're never easy. But I do feel like there's somebody else involved here. I mean, it could be wrong. So let's look at the tarot to help us here. So we're going to clarify this one first. So we've got 2 here, and I pulled them both out, so I'm going to read both, okay? Now, from this one, there is a lot of movement going on here, a lot of movement. This indicates to me from this reading that he is sort of stringing you both along, and you're both trying to work really, really hard for his affections, okay? You want him, she wants him, but he's loving it. I don't think he's willing to make a decision just yet. I think he's just loving all this attention, to be honest. And I know you probably really like him, but I don't feel that he's ready to commit. I feel he's not ready to commit. He's got a lot going on in his mind, and there's a lot of deep issues, as we've just said. And I feel that he's not ready. He's ready to just be on his own, and he just loves all this flirtiness. He loves all this banter, and probably loves some one night stands all the time, okay? So there's a lot of movement happening. He is probably sleeping with quite a few people, or he's just having fun in his life. There's movement with you two women, or you 2 crushes, and you're moving towards him, you're charging towards him, and there's just a lot of action, a lot of things going on. It's not still. It's like go, 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 And I don't feel that he will be mature enough to have a conversation with about this, because he's a very angry person. He's very stressed and overwhelmed about something. Could be work, or there could be something deep going on in his personal life. And I'm not sure he might have told you. So, but we also got, oh, that's that one. We also got the world. Now, from what I can say with the world, is this world is about achieving accomplishments, isn't it? It's about achieving, and you've got like the world at your feet and everything's for you. And this could actually be about him, to be honest. He thinks the entire world is at his feet. He thinks he can have everything he wants in life. He wants all this attention from these women, and he feels like he's getting it, okay? Because you're all giving it to him. And yeah, so I do feel that the world is quite a good card to get actually, because this is how he's feeling. He thinks, oh yeah, I've got everything. I've got all these women who love me, all these people who want to be with me, and I'm just going to sort of string them along, and I'm going to, make them work for my affection. And that's just not, in my eyes, I wouldn't really want to deal with something like that, to be honest. There's a lot of movement going on here as well. We're going to clarify a little bit more here. Okay, so Spirit, can we have a little bit more clarification, please? How is he feeling? Could there potentially be some form of relationship for this person? Spirit, please, can you give me guidance and help me see if there will be some form of a relationship with this person? So I'm thinking that, yeah, there could be a relationship, okay? I feel if you moved on a little bit and you started to, well, you're probably already a very independent person anyway, and you've probably got a good career around you and everything else. So I feel maybe you should back away a little bit. If you backed away and worked on yourself and then perhaps left him alone for a while just to do what he wants for a bit, because obviously if you're watching this video you want something to happen with this man, but I don't feel like he's ready to commit to you. I really don't. So I feel the cards are telling you to move on a little bit, just give him some space. He's very overwhelmed at the moment, and there's too much going on, and I don't think he could even think about relationship right now. He just wants to play the field with all these other women, and he wants to have fun. He's not ready. I really don't feel he's ready for some kind of relationship. And I feel here he's a little bit narcissistic, okay? He's all about himself, and he's not one to say when he's wrong. So he's loving all this attention from others and he thinks it's right. He thinks, oh, well, I'll do what I want, basically. So he thinks he's got the world at his feet and he thinks everything is going really well for him, and he thinks that he can continue this way. But he can't. It's all going to catch up with him in the end, as we can see here. And it already has. He's already starting to feel all these emotional issues, and he's very angry. I can sense this. So I think the cards were telling you here that you need to be the bigger person, and perhaps you need to go away, work on your independence, just be by yourself for a little while, maybe give him some space, and maybe let him grow up a little bit emotionally, because I feel he's very emotionally immature here. So I'm going to get another couple of cards, because we need a little bit more of a clarifier. I'm not going to ask a question. I'm going to see what the Spirit gives me here. So Spirit, please, can you clarify a little bit more, please? Spirit, please, can you clarify a little bit more? Not 10. Yeah. He has a lot of thoughts going on in his mind, and he has a lot of issues, okay? And he wants this, he wants that, he wants to do this, he wants to do that, and he wants to do it now, okay? I feel that, as I've mentioned, he's very emotionally immature. And I don't feel like he's ready for any type of commitment with you. I feel like he does like you, but he's loving all the attention you're giving him. It feeds his ego. He loves it, and I feel that there is another person involved here, and he does like you, but he does like her, and you're both fighting for his affection, and it's just going to make you miserable at the end of the day. And life isn't about competition, is it? Life's too short for that. We don't want that. So I think the cards are literally telling you to go and work on yourself, okay? Work on yourself, get away from him for a little while and see how he's feeling, all right? So now we've done the tarot reading, we're going to do some oracle cards. Now I feel that these are going to be very mixed messages, because he is giving mixed signals all over the place. One minute he wants to be with you, the next he doesn't, and he wants to talk to somebody else. He's a very flirtatious person. So I don't think these are being any kind of clarifier. I think they're just going to make it, you're just going to get even more mixed feelings. But we'll give it a go. This is just how I feel that this person is. So I made these oracle cards myself, and they're very flimsy and I can't shuffle. So what I do is I put them into piles and I ask the spirit to guide me which pile to pick up that would be the most relevant. Okay, so Spirit, please can you help me clarify a little bit more and help me pick a pile of oracle cards so we can really help understand their feelings a bit more. Please help me see which pile to pick up. 1, 2, or 3, please. Okay, so I'm getting number 2, all right? So let's have a look. As I said, I feel he's going to be very mixed because this is how he is. I haven't ever forgotten you. Yeah, he does like you, but he's loving all the attention he's getting from other women as well. And he's loving playing the field, dating, doing all of that. But you are in his mind. But I feel like so's a lot of other people as well. And when he talks to you, when you spend a bit of time together, he probably does think, oh, actually, I really do like her. She's a right laugh and we get on really well. But I don't feel that he is ready for this. I really don't. But we're going to see what else he says. The stars are aligning for our reunion, okay? So this is literally saying that the universe wants to help you. They want to help you. Maybe they do want you to succeed. You could possibly be the one to change him. You could be the one to change him, sorry. But I feel that the stars are aligning to do that because he's not ready yet. So I feel like you need to take a little bit of time until he is ready. And once he's ready, I feel that, like I just said, you could be the person to help change his mind once he's got all of this out of his system, okay? So let's do another one. I will be at your door soon. He could be the type of person to just show up. As we mentioned, he could be very impulsive. He's just, like I just said with this one, where's this card gone? Here, he has all these things in his mind. He wants to do what he wants, when he wants. So this could be impulsive. He could think, I'm going to go and turn up there. I'm going to go see what she's doing. It's an impulsive action, isn't it? And I feel that is what he's doing. So should we do another one? I'm jealous of them. He's jealous of everyone. As I mentioned, he has all these things in his mind here where he has so many thoughts and ideas and he's getting overburdened with it. Do you remember when I said at the beginning, this could be, he's feeling a little bit, he's creating all these scenarios in his head. So there's nothing to be jealous about. There's nothing to feel angry about, but he's just got all this in his head and he's just angry all the time. And if you are talking to somebody else, he's very jealous, which makes no sense because he's flirting with everyone and making you jealous. Okay, so he is jealous. He's a jealous person. And he doesn't want you to be of anybody else but him, but he's not ready to commit to you. I really feel that. So let's have another one. I can feel your energy. He can feel when you're thinking about him because he's loving it. Okay, they do say spirituality, when you think hard about someone, they can feel your energy. Okay, and you can look that up. It's a real thing. So we will see what happens with that. So yeah, he can feel your energy here and he knows you're thinking about him, but he's loving the attention, okay? He loves it. So we can have one more. Let's do one more. You don't know the whole story. As mentioned, he has a lot going on in his mind and there is a lot happening in his life and perhaps he hasn't spoke to you about half of it. He's got a lot of troubles. He's a very troubled soul. I can see that, but he's sort of disguising it with all this partying and all the dating and all the women, okay? And this is it's just like, what do you say? It's like it's therapy in a way. He's doing all this to make himself feel better, but it's not making him feel better. It's going to make him worse and it's hurting all the people around him, okay? You want to help him. He wants to do his own thing. So I feel that is the type of person, and in my personal opinion, I do not feel like he is ready for anything big yet, and he's not ready for a deeper commitment at all. He's got a lot of going on in his head. He's got a lot of feelings. He's possibly a little bit narcissistic. He's loving all the attention he's getting from women. He's out all the time. He's enjoying himself. He's got a lot going on in his mind. His head is in the clouds. He is thinking he's got the world at his feet. He's thinking, oh, everyone likes me. You know, I can do what I want when I want. Like this, okay? He will show up at your door. He will flirt with you non-stop because he's loving it. There's a lot of action going on, okay? So that was pile 2. But also, just quickly, do you remember when the card said that you should step away? Okay, I feel you should step away and work on yourself a little bit and give him some time to get all this out of his system. And then possibly when he's grown up a little bit, then go back and see how it is. And perhaps you can form a new kind of connection. You can get to know each other after all this has happened. So you can get to know each other again, just like, so you can start from scratch. So I feel that is what you need to do. Just step away from him for a little while, let him work on all this. Obviously, you can still talk to him, but I don't think you should try and pursue anything yet, because I do not feel like he's ready. Okay, so that was pile 2. Okay, so this is pile 3. This is the crystal pile, and this is your reading. So we're going to shuffle the cards a little bit, and we're going to ask Spirit to guide us. So thank you, Spirit, for letting me channel these messages. Please can you help me tune in to group 3 and find out what their crush is thinking about right now, please, Spirit. And thank you for all your guidance today. As I've mentioned previously, I can't shuffle the whole deck like this because I have really small hands, so I have to separate. Still does the job. And again. So Spirit, please help guide me in this reading today, and please help me see what the collective crush is thinking about them. How are they feeling now, please, Spirit? What does this person need to know about their crush? What are they currently thinking about? Please can you help me tune in to group 3's collective energy and help me see what their crush is feeling as from today. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I cut the deck. So I cut the deck into 3 piles, and then when we do our clarifiers, I let the cards pop out. This is just how I was taught. Okay, so I visualize in my mind which part to pick up first, and I place them in order, and I ask the Spirit to help guide me. So Spirit, please can you help guide me? Pile 1, 2, or 3, which pile to pick first? How are they feeling? How is this person's crush feeling, and what do they want them to know? Let me decide between pile 1 and 3, please. Three. Okay, so pile 1, place it on top of 3, and then this one. Okay, so let's read your cards. So how is this person feeling? Okay, we have the 9 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and the Death card. Okay. I say it like that because probably not a very good thing, but we're going to carry on because there might be a little bit more that we can get out of this. Okay, so from these 3, from these 3, the 9 of Wands, this indicates that he's feeling very, he just doesn't know how much he can carry, or how much he can do, how much he can continue. Okay, he's probably got a lot of stress in his mind, and he's thinking he's just overburdened, and he's just thinking, where on earth does this end? What's going to happen? I feel here that he's probably, you two have had you've probably had a little bit of a complicated sort of relationship. You're not together, obviously, but perhaps you've argued in the past and you've had a lot of arguments or confrontation. And I feel that he is thinking, I don't know if I can do it. He's very guarded. He's like, should we really? I don't know if I like her or not. Do you know what I mean? And I feel he's he literally needs to take a step back and take some time for himself because he's very, very overburdened at the moment. He's very overwhelmed. I feel he has a bit of anxiety. I feel that he has his defences up. So he lashes out because he's anxious, because he feels everybody's attacking him. And he loves his own space as well. I feel like he likes to be on his own. He relishes his alone time. He needs his space to recharge, basically. And I feel he's very introverted as well. But the death card, this doesn't actually indicate actual death, by the way. This indicates a change. There's a change coming and a new, brighter horizon is on the card. So I feel that he is very anxious and he's very guarded, and you two have possibly had a bit of a confrontation in the past, but you're hiding your feelings for him. And I feel that I think he is thinking about you, but he has a lot going on in his head. Okay. And he only really thinks about things when he's alone. So when he's by himself, I feel that he probably does think about you, and he thinks about your confrontation that he had. But this is just, I can't really get it from these three cards, so we're going to need a bit more. So, Spirit, please can you clarify the 9 of Wands for me, please? Okay, that one wanted to pop out. So the Chariot. So from what I get from this, is he does want to move on. He does want things to happen. He does want to advance in some way. And I feel he possibly he probably is thinking about having a relationship with you, but he's got a lot going on in his head. And there's stresses every day, isn't there? He could be really, really stressed at work. And I mean, my partner works very, very hard, and he comes home and he's just a totally different person when he's been to work. He's very, very stressed. So I feel that this could be his problem as well, and he's taking it out on everybody else. He's very guarded, but he does want to move on from it. Perhaps he's looking for a new job, and if he's looking for a new job, it might make him feel a bit happier, because he's just very stressed at the moment and he needs to take time to rest. He needs to unwind, and he unwinds a lot when he's by himself. He's very introverted. This is what I'm getting, and he's very anxious as well. He's got a lot of anxiety. He tries to hide it because he's very guarded. He tries to think, oh no, I'm totally fine. This way he's a bit confrontational, and this way you've possibly had a little argument in the past. So the Chariot is about him moving on. He's moving on to something. He could be moving careers. He could be changing everything in himself. He could be moving to a new city or something. He needs a change in his life. And he's thinking about it because he's had enough. This could just be in a whole work setting. He's just feeling very stressed at work and he wants to get out of it. And this could also mean that he's potentially in a relationship. This could also mean this. And if he is in a relationship, which is just one scenario, if he's in a relationship, he could be thinking about leaving this relationship. Perhaps he just needs that alone time. And this signifies a big change could happen for him. So we need a little bit more. So, Spirit, please can we clarify the 4 of Swords and find out what else is going on in his mind? Yeah, new beginnings. This is he wants a new, fresh beginning. And I feel that there was a bit of an argument between you both, and he's very, very guarded. He's a very guarded person, and I feel he just wants a brand new beginning. He wants a fresh start, away from everything, away from all the financial stress he's got going on, away from the job that he just hates. There's something in his life that he just doesn't like it. And I keep getting the feeling that he is in some kind of relationship, and we'll clarify that in a minute. But if he is in a relationship, this is telling me that he's thinking about getting out of this. He's not happy at all. He wants to advance. He's not happy. He needs a rest. It's all taking a massive toll on him, and he just needs time. He just feels completely depressed and anxious and miserable. And there is a new beginning that's going to happen for him. As we can see, the Death card, this signifies change and this signifies a new beginning. There is going to be a big significant change, okay? So if we, put them this way, a big change is coming and he's going to have a brand new beginning. Okay, so this could be a beginning with you. We'll have a look at that, and we're going to clarify much more because I need to get more from this. So, Spirit, please can we clarify a little bit more about the Death card? What kind of change is needed for this? What does he need to change? What does the Death card signify, please, Spirit? He needs to get away. He just needs to move away. He needs to get out of whatever is going on in his head. He has got a lot going on. This is actually, it's pretty sad actually. He needs some kind of change, something he needs to move on from. And I feel that if he is in a relationship, it's really not working for him at the moment, and he's had enough and he wants a brand new beginning because it's made him very, very depressed. This could signify work. He's very depressed at work as well, but a big change is coming and it's needed in order for him to feel better. And he's going to sail away into smoother waters, which means he's going to be much calmer. I really want to know if he's in a relationship. So let's just try and see if he is with somebody now. And if he's not, if you're watching this thinking, no, my crush isn't with anybody, then just keep watching, because I'm just going to ask a quick question just to have a look, okay? So, Spirit, is this man in a relationship? The first one that popped out is a high priestess. This is telling me it's not to do with relationship. This is something else, okay? I feel like he really likes you, okay? Because this signifies that this person is very introverted as well. I feel like you're both introverted people and you're both anxious and you have a lot of hidden knowledge, okay? You have inner wisdom. You like to be by yourself. You're life and soul of the party 1 minute and then completely quiet the next. And I feel this is the same with him. He likes his quiet time. This signifies that if this is you, we're going to take this high priestess as you, okay? I can see that he does generally like you, because this is like a desire card. It's not called the desire card. I just say that he's got somebody in his life that he has the same things with, and he's got a lot in common with. You're both introverted. You both love to spend time alone. You're both, when you're surrounded by stress, you just want that alone time. You need it. I feel that he likes that about you. He's admiring you because he thinks you're the type of person that I can gel with, that I can really, really get on with. So I feel that he really wants this new beginning for himself, and I feel that you are in his mind. I feel like you've had some kind of confrontation now. I'm not sure if that's true, so just take or resonate. But I'm just getting the sense that there was some kind of conflict going on. But he's admiring you, he's watching you, and he's sensing how you're coping in life, and he's just admired by that. So we're going to get quite a few more here because we need a lot more, Spirit. So, Spirit, can we please clarify more about this person and his feelings towards the collective that are watching this? How is he feeling? Oh, the Tower. I feel like he was in a relationship and it's completely distracted. It's just utter chaos, okay? Everything's coming to a head. Things are going to be confronted, okay? I feel that if he was in a relationship, and I can see this man and this woman, okay? I feel like he was in a relationship, but it's ending. He wants to get out of it ASAP, and it's just a lot of chaos and destruction with that card, okay? But a lot of people are kind of scared about the Tower card, but I don't see it as a necessarily scary thing. I see it as just a big change is needed. You need that change in order for your life to be better. You have to go through that. Everybody has to go through something in their life that really wakes them up and they think, God, I needed that. Do you see what I mean? So I feel that if he is in this big relationship, and I feel that he was, this is going to be ending. Or if we go back to the original thing, it could be work. He needs to get out of work, get out of his bad situation in order to feel happier. And I feel once he's out of that relationship, I feel that he could possibly end up speaking to you a bit more because he does admire you. He's seeing you from afar and he's seeing how you are, and he's thinking you're like a calming presence for him. Yes, you probably did have a confrontation in the past, but that could be over with now. So can we clarify just a little bit more, please, Spirit? Does this person want a relationship with the collective people watching this? Does this person want a new relationship? Oh, he wants something in his life. He's very, very guarded. He's very guarded person and he feels the whole world is out to get him all the time, but he does want something. And I feel that he does want this with you. I feel that you probably haven't spoken that much, but when you did talk to him, when you possibly had this confrontation, you were on his mind a little bit. You probably thought, oh, I can't believe she said that, or I can't believe she said this, but perhaps she was right. Maybe you confronted him about how he's letting his issues get to him and how he's having a go at everybody and he shouldn't be talking to people like that and how he should just calm down a little bit. So I feel that this one, what just popped out, I feel that the King of Swords, he is guarded and he wants to let down his emotions and there's a wall up. He needs to break down those walls. And I feel that you are the kind of person that can break those walls down for him. But we need you to, I don't really sense that you're talking a lot. I don't really see that. I just feel like he's just watching you sometimes and he does like you, he does admire you in the way you are. And perhaps you spoke truths to him and you spoke to him in a way that made him feel, God, maybe I do need to change. And if he was in this big relationship, he's thinking, God, I need to end that because she's really, really happy and she's all together and she's a calming person and I'm just stressed to the max. So I just don't see you two having a big, not connection, that's not what I want to say. I just don't see you having a lot of chats or anything. I just see that you have a little crush on him because you think, oh, he was, he's a nice, but we don't really know him. But all you know of him is what happened through your little confrontation. And he needs to realise, though, that he is really near at the finish line of this destruction that he's got going on. This is another thing that the Nine of Wands can indicate, that he's near the end of it. He's just got to push on and push a bit further because the Tower card is chaos, okay? It is going to be a massive, massive change. And plus he's got a Death card. The Death card and the Tower card, something in his life is going to change. And I feel that if he's in this type of relationship, he is drawn to you. And I feel that once he's ended this relationship, I feel that he could possibly come to you for advice. You've got a lot of knowledge. And you're a very calming person, and he feels that about you. That's why he's watching you. He may not necessarily be talking to you, but he's watching how you are. And I feel sometimes if you're on social media, he's sort of looking at your social media and thinking, trying to work up the courage to talk to you. But because he's with somebody, he doesn't want to do that, does he? But he needs to move on. He's moving on. This is a lot of cards that indicate big change is going to happen. Let's ask another question because there's so much going on here. We need to know what's going to happen with you two. We know he's got a massive, massive thing going on in his life, and sometimes you're not even talking to him, or you're barely talking to him because you don't even get a chance. So you're just sort of thinking about him. He's thinking about you occasionally, and yeah, we need to know how you two are going to reunite, basically. So Spirit, how are they going to reunite? And is there a future with them? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. This indicates that yes, there could possibly be a future between you guys. And how I come to that conclusion is the universe is working with you. Okay, he is working, he, she, whatever the universe is. They are working with you because something big is happening in this guy's life, okay? And if he's in a job that he hates, he's getting out of it, he's moving on, he's finding something else. If he's in a relationship, he is getting out of it. We know this because the Tower and the Death card both indicate massive change, okay? And he's sailing away to smooth the waters. There's a lot of anger here. Okay, so you two have crossed paths with each other. Perhaps you had some argument or perhaps you didn't, take what resonates. But you two have crossed paths. He does see you as a bit of a calming influence for him. And I feel that he knows that you could help him in some way and you could potentially be really there for him. So he's going to have a new beginning. This is obvious. And the universe is working against you. Sorry. The universe is working with you both. Okay, so put you and him here. Okay. You have a crush on him, right? Let's put it like this. He has a little crush on you, but he's got so much going on, and I don't feel like he is going to come to you at all at the moment because he's just under so much stress. But you You have the power. You have fate working with you. Fate is helping him. I know he's going through all this upset, but really it's for the better. It's for the good of him. He's got to go through all this to come out even better. Okay, can't live the way he is. So it's helping you in a way. It's helping you help him move on. Okay, and once he's moved on, it could open up a massive potential for you two to connect. Okay, so thank you for the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit. Please can we clarify the Wheel of Fortune a little bit more? Okay, we had two there. So we will read both because I always feel that if you get like 2 or 3, you can read them. If you get about 10, obviously not. So these are quite relevant actually. So first of all, we had the Queen of Cups. Now, I'm going to indicate that this is you and him. You are both, as I mentioned, you're both very introverted, okay? And you look within yourselves. You both need that time to be by yourselves and really think about what you really want. This is how you two are going to connect with each other. I feel like you're going to talk about this. You're going to talk about both how you're both introverted and how you both don't like crowds of people and you just like to be by yourself. And I feel that this card popping out indicates that you will end up speaking eventually and you will realize that you both have a lot in common. You both have a lot of common with each other. You both have the same emotions. He's gone through so much, but possibly you have as well. We haven't really had any cards to clarify that you have, but I feel that if you've been through a lot, he's been through a lot. You've both got so much going on in your lives that you could really relate to each other. And I feel the Queen of Cups coming out is an indication because she's staring into this cup, isn't she? It's like she's staring within herself because it's her emotions. So yeah, I do really feel that there is going to be an opportunity for you both to connect after he's gone through all this destruction. Now, the Page of Swords came out. Now, this indicates that, as mentioned, he is dealing with a lot. He's constantly defending himself and he has his guard up. He has his guard up and all this fog, it's got so much going on in his mind. He needs to clear away this fog in order for this relationship to work. So once he's cleared away the fog and once he's got rid of all of his demons, everything going on, and he started this brand new beginning that he's got going on here, I feel that you two will connect in some sort of way and the universe will work against you. I always say that the universe is going to work with you in order for this to happen, okay? And you two do have so much in common here. So should we do one more? I'm really enjoying this one. I'm getting a lot out of it. Okay, Spirit, please can we clarify? Oh, feel that my hand. Yes, so this signifies to me that there possibly was 3 people involved, okay? And there was possibly him, his partner that he's got now, and this could possibly be you. You're both sort of wanting his affection, okay? And he has given everything to this other one, but this is obviously clearly from all the other cards that really not working. And I feel that he needs to, once he's walked away and found himself, I feel that he's going to move on from all the attention to that person, all the attention onto you. So it's like a balance, isn't it? So I feel that you are going to really help him. And I think that you've had a lot of issues to deal with yourself. And there was 3 people involved here. And I feel that he's a very generous, very loving person. But he can't see it because he's got so much going on. And this relationship or this work that he's in has just broken him. He's just feeling so down and so miserable. Okay, so we're going to ask one more question. Okay, is this relationship going to happen, please, Spirit? Is this relationship going to happen between the collective and their crush? Is this relationship going to happen? They are feeling very, very trapped in life. Okay, now, I'm not really getting that this relationship could happen, to be honest. I'm getting the fact that you could just possibly be helping him. Maybe the relationship could happen in the future, but as of now and the near future, I just feel like you're going to really help him overcome his issues, okay? And I feel like you're going to have to be there for a friend. If you want this relationship to go on in the future, you've got to just be there for him as much as you can because he has a lot of issues. He is very, very trapped. He's just so emotional, and he might not show it. He might not show it. On the outside, he might appear okay, and he might be, all happy, social media, he's putting pictures up, and it's probably all in his mind and in his soul, and he's not showing it. He's very closed off. He's very, very guarded as well, and he's just feeling very, very emotional, but he's just unwilling to show his emotions. So I feel like you need to be there for him as a friend for now. I feel that he does like you. He has got a little crush on you because he feels that you are very calming energy for him. And he has had thoughts about you as well, yes, but he can't really act on those thoughts because he's got too much going on in his life. He's just very, very trapped. And I feel once he's took the blindfold off, once he's escaped and freed himself, you're going to be the person he turns to for help. Okay, you're going to be there for him. And if you're watching this and you're thinking, God, this is very, very deep, and you're thinking, I don't see my crush having any of these feelings, then just think to what I just said. He could be having all this and you don't know it because people are very good at hiding their emotions when they're sad, when they're down, when they're stressed, when they're anxious. People can hide it. People hide everything. Social media, you see people being happy. In reality, they're not. This is all going on and you probably don't even know it. Okay, so I just feel like you really need to be there for them as a friend at the moment. And possibly in the future, things could change. Now, let's ask the cards one more time. I know we said that was the last one, but I need to ask one more. So, Spirit, in the future, could this relationship evolve? Spirit, could this relationship happen in the future? Please make a card pop out. And we got one. What? I'm turning all of them here. Okay, so you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Now, this indicates that he is going to be free, he's going to be happy, he's going to be financially secure. Everything in life is going to be going fine. And I feel that you are really going to help him here. And he's going to see how amazing you were and how much you were there for him. And he's going to be very independent at this point. He's going to be on his own, he's going to be doing his own thing. And I think he's going to suddenly think back to you and he's going to think, gosh, she really did help me in more ways than she knew, okay? Because he's probably going to cry to you. If you can break down those walls, because he's probably very guarded, if you can break down those walls and those barriers, I feel like he's really going to open up to you. You're going to be that calming energy that he needs, okay? So I do feel a relationship could possibly happen in the future, but you will have to be there for him for now. Once you've been there for him and everything's calmed down, everything's calm, he's going to feel so much happy about himself, and you are going to be the person that's going to help him come through that. And if you're also watching and you're thinking, well, he's not even talking to me, like he won't speak to me, perhaps just reach out and send him a little text sometimes and just say, how are you feeling? Like, are you okay today? And just, ask how he is, ask how his day is, just try and get some kind of conversation going. And just, just ask if he just fancies meeting up for a little coffee or something, just as friends. You don't have to say as anything else. I think you just really work on it. Just try and work on this. Just try and build this relationship up. Okay, and I feel that if you had an argument in the beginning, as I mentioned here, I feel that this could all be just brushed under the carpet. And if you're worried to message him, you think, oh, we argued and he's probably not going to want to talk to me, I feel that you should just say something. Just say, look, I'm sorry for how things were handled when that situation happened. But I feel we can move on from it and perhaps we can meet up for a coffee and just to talk about things and just, build that conversation up. Because I feel that he would really benefit from this and so would you. And I feel this relationship over time, I'm not saying it could happen now because he's got a lot going on. But in the future, I feel that he could potentially want to be with you and pursue things with you. So now we're going to do some oracle cards and we are going to see exactly what he's possibly thinking right now. Now I made these myself so I can't shuffle them because they're incredibly flimsy. So what I do is I put them into piles And then I ask the spirit to guide me to which pile to pick up so I can read the cards for you so we can get a little bit more clarification. Okay, so spirit, please can you clarify a little bit more how this man is feeling towards the collective? Please help me pick between 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so I'm getting 2 in my mind, so we're going to put these ones away. Now we're going to read some of these and see how he is actually feeling right now. So we have, I'm waiting for you to contact me. Yeah, he has got so much going on in his mind and he is struggling to come to terms with it all. And he needs that calming energy in him he needs that calming energy around him, and you are the one to provide it for him. As I've mentioned, even if you're not talking, just reach out, try and make an effort, because we need to help people when they feel this down, okay? You might not show it, but I feel like he is. So I feel you should just contact him and just ask how he's feeling. And things might happen from there. He could end up revealing things to you and then you can talk about it. A call or text is imminent. Yes, I feel that occasionally, because he's been feeling so down, and when he's having that, and we said the 4 of Swords, when he's having all that alone time, I feel that he's possibly picking up his phone and he's scrolling through it. And he's probably thinking, oh, well, perhaps I should message so-and-so, perhaps I should message so-and-so. And I feel you possibly come to his mind sometimes. And I think he could possibly write a message out for you, but he's not sending it. And he's not calling, but I feel that soon he is going to make that decision to call you or text you, because he needs that person in his life, and the universe is going to work with you and help you. So if he's going to call you, if he wants to call you, wants to text you, I think the universe is going to do its job, and he's going to actually do it, because I feel he needs you in his life. He really does need you as his person. He's self-conscious, very, very self-conscious. As mentioned, he's got a lot of issues going on and he's insecure, and he doesn't feel like he's worthy. He's just very, very down. I just sense this really down spirit, and it's actually really sad. He's a very troubled person, and I feel like you really do need to help him come to terms with everything and help him feel better, because it's not nice to feel this way. Let's do some more. I'm sorry for how I've treated you. As mentioned, this is just going back to when we first drew the cards, and I sense that you could possibly have had a little confrontation, and I feel that you both said some things you didn't mean. I feel he was being not aggressive, he was being angry and expressing himself in a way you didn't like, and you probably argued back with him, telling him not to talk like that, blah, 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 blah. So I feel that perhaps he's sorry for how he treated you in the past, and how he feels that you were right, basically. You were probably right in what you said, okay? So he's sorry for how he treated you. Yeah, I really do feel like he is. We need to talk. Yes, you do need to talk. This is why I'm saying perhaps pick up the phone and talk to him. Okay, just get your feelings out to him. Because I feel that he will open up to you eventually. He might not do it straight away. You might have to work and work and work, because he's probably got a lot of emotional issues, as we've mentioned. He clearly has. So he's not going to want to talk. He's going to feel very closed off. But I feel that once you break down those barriers and you can talk to him, I feel like this is going to be a very good thing. It's going to help you both, because you're going to feel better, because you're going to know how he's feeling. He's going to feel better because he knows he's got somebody in his corner that can possibly help him. Okay, so there we go. We've got all our cards and we've got our oracle cards, and that one was a lot, actually. And I was sort of picking up on the energy of him, and I feel he's a very, very emotional, deep thinker. He's very, very sad, and it's really horrible to feel. And if you're an empath, you can really feel sympathy for these kinds of people, and sometimes you can feel how they're feeling. And this is what I'm picking up. I'm feeling he's very, very, very emotional, and there is a lot happening, and he needs somebody in his corner. He hasn't really got anybody. So just pick up the phone. Just make sure you let him know that you're there for him, okay? And he might act like the strongest man in the world, but in reality, I don't think he is. He has got all this happening, and nobody can have all this going on in their lives and just forget about it and just be happy. No, he's very, very distressed, and he needs somebody in his corner that can help him. And as mentioned, I saw this could be something to do with his work, could be a relationship. And I feel this was a relationship because this one came up. And I feel that this was two people. He's giving all his attention to this person. You're waiting for his attention, okay? So I feel there was some other person involved here, okay? So make the effort, reach out, let him know you're there. So there we go. I've now read you each pile. I really hope that all made sense to you, and I hope it resonated with you as well. I hope it helps you in some kind of way and guides you, because each pile was quite a lot actually. It was quite a lot, and I could feel the energy. So yeah. So stick around. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos just like this, and hopefully you subscribed. And if you didn't, could you please hit that subscribe bell and possibly share with your friends? If you know somebody that's gone through anything I've just spoken to, they have somebody in their life just like that, then share with them, let them know. They can watch this video and they can figure it out for themselves as well, and hopefully I can help them. Okay, so I'm going to head off now. I'm going to go have a coffee because my mouth is totally dry. So, yeah, subscribe and I'll see you on my next video. Thank you.